February, as you know, is American Heart Month, and WCTC is once again incredibly honored to be the official media partner of our great friends at the New Jersey chapter of the American Heart Association, and lots of things that are coming up in the next few months here. My guest on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline is the board president of the American Heart Association New Jersey chapter, here to talk about some statistics with regards to heart health, some signs for stroke and heart attack, and also talk about a little bit about the Go Red for Women luncheon, which is coming up soon. Dr. Rachana Kulkarni back with us this morning here on WCTC. Good morning, Doctor. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
Hi, Bert. Thank you very much for having me today.
My pleasure. And it seems like educating people about good heart health and some good habits, whether it's diet, fitness, exercise, it's a 12-month-a-year thing. It's something that I don't think you could ever do too much of, to just remind people to kind of take care of themselves, right? It's if you don't have your health, you don't have very much else in life. Is that right?
You got that right. So February is traditionally celebrated as American Heart Month, and I think we should take this opportunity. It's the perfect time to learn more about heart disease and stroke, which is number 1 and number 5 killers of all Americans.
Yeah.
And it's also a perfect time to adapt a heart-healthy habit because 80% of cardiac events can be prevented.
Now, everybody's got this New Year's resolution, and they started working out in the beginning of the year, and that's a good first step, Doctor, but there's still things people can do to stay healthy, and in particular, take care of their hearts, right?
Yes, Bert. So simple lifestyle changes, such as maintaining a healthy weight, if you're smoking, not smoking, eating a healthy diet, filling up your plates with fruits and vegetables, exercising most days, and the recommended exercise regimen is if you can incorporate 30 minutes of physical activity 5 days a week, it goes a long way. And most importantly, it's very important to know your numbers. And what I mean by that is knowledge is power. If you do not know what your cholesterol is, we can't act on it. We don't know what your blood pressure is, we can't act on it. So visiting your doctors regularly and knowing your numbers can help prevent heart disease and stroke.
Yeah, no question about it. And to this day, Doctor, people give me this look of disbelief when I tell them that, still to this day, the number 1 killer of women, right away, everybody thinks, oh, it's breast cancer, it has to be. But when you tell them that it's heart disease, you get kind of an interesting reaction from people that still had no idea that heart disease is still this awful killer of women, and it continues to be a big problem in women's health.
Yes, and that is a commonly held misconception. Even today, although we have made great stride. Just to give you an example, in 2004, only 35% of women knew that heart attack can possibly get them. After advocacy with Go Red luncheons that use so much support, and we appreciate that. With that and advocacy and education at a community level and an individual level and societal level, that awareness has gone up to 65%. However, the statistics still states today that heart disease is women's great health risk, claiming 1 in 3 women. And that translates into a third of mothers, sisters, friends. And I think it's time to change this fact.
Yeah.
And it's time to be demanding when it comes to women's heart health and ask others to do the same.
Yep, I agree completely. Some statistics with regards to heart disease and stroke in New Jersey, Doctor, that you can share with us this morning?
Sure. At this point, it would surprise us to find out that 26% of New Jerseyans die of heart disease. That is 1 in 4. That's pretty staggering statistics. And 5% die of stroke. And some of the contributing factors for that is smoking, and 16% of New Jersey adults smoke. And unfortunately, 25%, that is 1 in 4 of New Jersey adults are overweight or obese. And unfortunately, 17% of New Jersey children are overweight or obese. So it's time for us to take actions because 22% of New Jerseyans reported no physical activity in the month. And these are all very, very modifiable risk factors. Like, eating healthy is important. Getting to move is important. Stopping smoking. We can do so much to reduce one's cardiac risk.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to go a long way, doctor. Even a little bit of exercise is better than nothing. I mean, I went to a heart event at one of the local hospitals here in New Brunswick not long ago, and they introduced me to something called chair yoga. I'm like, wait a minute, I can exercise while sitting down, and it was remarkable what little bit of workout you can get in just 10 or 15 minutes while sitting at your desk every day. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I know the weather was bad yesterday, and you can't get out and go for a walk outside, but every little bit really has a positive impact, doesn't it?
Correct. And, we can always find some physical activity that will suit you. So if you're a walker, if you want to go out walking, we can do walking. If dancing is your thing, then we now have exercises with Zumba and all of that. If you're a water person, you can go swimming, outdoorsy person, biking, and if you're stuck in the office, you can do chair yoga. So we really don't have much excuse not to do anything, right?
No, you're right. And every little bit, of course, goes a long way. My guest this morning with me on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline. It is great to have Dr. Rashana Kulkarni back with us today. She's the board president of the American Heart Association New Jersey chapter. And with, of course, this being Heart Month, we're talking about some things here. Still the same signs with regards to stroke, Dr. Kulkarni? That FAST thing is still what you want to kind of focus on when it comes to stroke, right?
Correct. With stroke, we should remember FAST. And FAST is an acronym for F is for face drooping, A is for arm weakness, S is for speech difficulty, and T is time to call 911. We can save so many lives because New Jersey and nationwide now we have, just like we used to have, we still have angioplasties for heart attacks. We can have some life-saving procedures and removing the clot that is obstructing blood flow to the brain. So it's very important that we remember FAST and act fast because stroke is number 5th killer of people in the United States, but number 1 leading cause of disability.
Wow. Yeah, all important stuff. And February is great to kind of get the word out, but it's really an ongoing thing. And when it comes to diet and exercise, and I tell people all the time, doctor, look, if you just get into some good habits and kind of get in that good path and that good habit of doing good things, after a while it becomes second nature. You start to feel bad, like, oh, I didn't exercise today, or I didn't get a chance to eat as healthy as I wanted to. Once you kind of make it a lifestyle sort of thing, it becomes the norm for a lot of people. And I think that's what we would like to have as many people in New Jersey sort of in that mindset, right?
I agree with you, Bert, because, just on a philosophical level, I don't like the word diet, just because diet is a limited time engagement. What we want is lifestyle changes, as you mentioned. Eat smart. Make healthy eating a priority. Adding more colors to your diet by aiming to fill half of your plate with fruits and vegetables. And it's never too early to start. If we start giving those kind of diets to kids, that's how they will learn to eat. That becomes way of life, which is a lot more healthier than embarking on any diet.
That's what we want, exactly. And there's so many opportunities for you to get involved with the New Jersey chapter, the American Heart Association. If you go to the website heart.org, you could search it out and come to the New Jersey chapter where there's great events that are coming up very soon. The Northern New Jersey Luncheon is going to be happening in April. There's a South Jersey Walk in Ocean City that's going to happen in May on a Saturday, which looks just great. And, of course, don't forget about, the Garden State Go Red for Women Luncheon that is also coming back. That will be in May at the Palace at Somerset Park, and a WCTC will be there for that too. But go to the website. There's great information, and I've met people through this organization, Doctor, that I've been friends with for years, and to meet them and hear their stories of survivorship, these are just extraordinary people, and I'm so honored to be a part of this organization. So thank you for including little old me on our radio station, and it was great talking to you today, and we can't wait to see you in the spring and hopefully sometime before then, okay?
Thank you very much. We appreciate your support, and we hope to see you all.